Hi folks, Travis Spencer with Kinney Insurance. Last week, personal umbrella policies were a pretty hot topic around the office, so I figured it might be a good time to have a discussion about umbrella policies, what they cover and how they work, and why it's important for you to think about them. A personal umbrella policy is a policy that goes over your home and auto insurance policies and gives you an additional layer of protection. They're there in case someone feels that you are liable for property damage or bodily injury and decides to sue you for those damages. Personal liability umbrellas start at $1 million and usually go up in increments of $1 million, and they layer on top of the liability limits your home and auto policy already have. So if you're a client of ours, your homeowner's policy should have $500,000 in liability coverage. We add $1 million umbrella policy on top of that. In theory, you have $1.5 million in coverage there for anything that might happen. So why is an umbrella important? How does it work? Well, first of all, it covers all members of your family, everyone living in your household, your spouse, your kids. Even if your kids aren't old enough to drive yet, if something happens with your children, then the umbrella policy would cover them. So what are some scenarios that might happen? Well, let's say you're in a really bad car accident, multiple cars, multiple injuries, and the damages are going to go above what your auto liability limits are. That's where an umbrella policy would come in. Let's say maybe you're going camping and you're having a fire, or you have a fire in your backyard and that fire spreads and causes more damage, and someone, either your neighbor or some other entity, decides to sue you for those damages. That's where your umbrella policy would kick in. Let's say you have a child who either hurts someone at school or in a sporting event, someone else gets injured, the parents or someone else feels that it's your child's fault and you're responsible for those medical payments. That's again another scenario where an umbrella policy might kick in. Say you have a dog, even if the dog doesn't attack someone, maybe the dog barks, startles somebody, they have some injuries. Again, this is another scenario where personal umbrella policy might come into play. Let's say you have a boat and you're out boating and someone gets hurt, it goes over your boat policy as well. Maybe someone slips and falls at your house during the winter time, they have a concussion, they have some severe damage, they decide you're at fault, they want to sue you for those medical bills. And again, if those bills add up and go above your homeowner's liability coverage, that's where a personal umbrella policy would come into play. A lot of us don't think anything's going to happen, but it's really good to have that extra layer of protection, and an umbrella policy is extremely affordable considering the amount of protection that you have. If you don't have an umbrella policy in place and you get sued for a high level of damage, you're going to have to dip into your personal assets to pay out those claims if they go above and beyond the liability limits on your home or auto policy. So let's have a conversation about an umbrella and how it can work for you. Also, if you're a financial advisor and you're not having these conversations with your clients, let's talk. Let's see how you can incorporate a conversation of personal liability umbrella policies into those conversations with your clients. Because God forbid something happens, the assets that they're going to have to dip into are the assets that you manage. So you're going to want to make sure that they're properly insured to help limit that risk. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Love to have a conversation with you. Thanks for your time and have a great day.